to Mini-Modelog. So it's what have I bought this month, episode 16. If you've not been to the channel before, I do unboxings for 40k, Blood Bowl, Age of Sigmar, anything Games Workshop-y in a way. So obviously the big new release is Kill Team, which I'll talk about in a minute. And the reason I've not got a Kill Team this month is because I'm kind of waiting for certain factions to come out. But I'll talk about that in just a moment. So obviously, what have I bought? I bought the Naggaroth Nightmares, which I had sort of mentioned in my last video. If you haven't checked that out, pop up in the corner in just a minute. So I've got the Blood Bowl Naggaroth Nightmares. I've also added to my Space Marines and added to my Ultramarine army with some of the Aggressors. Now, I've not tried these out in combat, don't know very much about them. I know they're Primaris and they're push fit, so they'll have an unboxing on the channel as well as these guys this month. So if you're looking forward to either of those, look out for those later in the month. Let's get on to news, shall we? I'll just pop these to the side. So the big release this weekend is Kill Team, and you're probably thinking, well, Kill Team's new, why haven't you done anything for it? Because the Kill Team I'm going to run will be from my Ultramarines, which I already have. So I'm thinking of running a very mishmashy kind of Kill Team. I like the idea of it really being a band of people who have been stuck on a planet or something similar from across all different things. So I'm probably going to have a Reaver in there, probably going to have a heavy weapons specialist, which will be a standard tactical marine from my Devastator squad. Then I'm thinking of having another specialist, which will be my sniper from my scout squad. So I've got a couple of ideas that I'm going through, and I'll talk about that as I go on. So Kill Team's now available. If you haven't checked it out, I'll put some links down below for it. It's a great new squad-based game. Some people are calling it the gateway game to 40k. Now that was kind of thing that was being bounced around with Shadespire, and Shadespire really took off and became a game in its own right. And in a way, for me, I hope Kill Team does the same thing. So it's just been released with the obviously the main box set, which I think is 80 odd pounds, and then you've got two Kill Teams currently available. I think the Orcs and the Space Marines. Space Marines are themed in Space Wolves, which is okay. I mean, if you're like me, I don't own Space Wolves, so I wouldn't buy that to add to my armies. I mean, for me, a couple of the ones I'm going to buy, I want to be able to use them in both Kill Team and in 40k, being a 40k player. So I was lucky enough to get a digital copy of the rules, so I will be reading them this week and giving you more of a thoughts on the rules at some point, and how to build your Kill Teams and things like that. Obviously, I don't have the solid copy. I may buy it at some point, but currently I'm running a digital copy, so I'll give you some feedback on that in the next few weeks. So you will be seeing Kill Team on the channel, however. I am looking forward to the Death Guard set, and the Drukhari sets in particular. I've been wanting to start a Drukhari army ever since I bought Gangs of Khemora. Haven't really got round to it, and it's something that's kind of been sat in the background. So I think with that Kill Team, I'll probably play them in Kill Team, because I quite like the fact you're getting scenery with the Kill Teams. And Death Guard, because obviously I'm building a Death Guard at the moment. Obviously you've seen the Blight Hauler unboxing and things like that if you've been keeping an eye on the channel. So, but the Marines one I'm going to take from my current Marines army, and that's what I'm going to play in Kill Team to begin with. So pre-orders for this month, or the next 2 weeks before Games Workshop bring out more, include the Astra Militarum Kill Team and the Genestealer Kill Team. So they're the next two in line. Obviously all the Kill Teams come with their own rules, own scenery, own cards and tokens for that Kill Team. So in the box set, I believe you get all of that for the Mechanicum and the Stealer cults that you actually get in the main box. And then each individual box set is going to come with a bit of themed terrain. I think in the Orcs one, for example, you get a crane and something like that. So I think this is really cool, because if you don't want to buy the box set, and you already have a lot of 40k stuff anyway, it'd be really good to add to your scenery as well as adding to your figures. So that's kind of where I'm going with it, because I don't own a lot of 40k scenery. Tend to go around friends' houses to play it, or play it in the store. So it'd be nice to own some of my own scenery as well. So I'm really looking forward to that. In talking of scenery, Killzone Sector Monitorum is going to be available. That's a new area to fight in, with new obstacles, new scenery, barrels, cranes, that kind of thing. And lastly, Kill Team themed dice are coming. So with everything that was released in the main release weekend this weekend, there's all that still to come over the next couple of weeks. So keep your eyes on that if you are looking to go down the Kill Team route. For Age of Sigmar, there's some new releases, including the Black Coach for the Nighthaunt, which looks amazing. It's a real improvement on the original design, and thumbs up to Games Workshop for that. Really looking forward to seeing that come to a table against me at some point with my Skaven. Another Lord Arcanum for Stormcast Eternals is coming. It's on a Taurolon, which is like a big eagle thing, but can also be used as the character Aventus Firestrike, sorry. So if you've got Stormcast Eternals, you're wanting another character, there's one coming. There'll also be new box sets for the Sequitors, which is a box of 10, and the Chain Rasp Horde, I think it is, for the Nighthaunt. So they're the main kind of releases over the next few weeks. All sorts of rumours flying about the internet though, including Primaris bikes possibly coming. That's rumoured to sort of arrive after the Space Wolf Codex. I noticed online some people talking about that. As well as some new Skaven. That's been currently a rumour for a long time. I know on the Skaven pages, I know people have gone to Warhammer World and all the Skaven cabinets are empty. So I'm hoping something's coming, because I'd really like a new battle tome for the Skaven army in AOS. And there's other bits and pieces. I'll pop some links down below. The big one though is don't forget to check your frequently asked questions. I recently was talking online on a Facebook page about General's Handbook, and obviously I did General's Handbook review last week. And I was saying, you know, people need to kind of... There's a lot of moaning going on that Skaven have been nerfed in some respects, and problems with points and all this kind of thing, and abilities. My personal opinion is change is good. You need to learn to adapt. Otherwise you just get stuck in a rut playing the same army, playing the same tactics all the time. What Games Workshop tried very hard to do, I've noticed, is try to make things fair and try to make things balanced. In doing so, this can upset players and all the rest of it. Personally, I think you've just got to go with the flow, change your tactics, and, you know, overcome the issues. So don't forget to check those frequently asked question pages on the Warhammer community page. I'll pop some links down below. I know I've dropped there in the last couple of weeks, and they've dropped AOS ones and Shadespire ones. I know there's a new Shadespire frequently asked question. I think 1.4 is now out. And of course there's a lot of new Age of Sigmar, both the new battle tomes for Nighthaunt and Stormcast has erratas. I know that the General's Handbook has an errata, and the main core book does. So if you haven't checked those out yet and you're still kind of like, oh, I don't know, head across the community page and hit the tab for frequently asked questions and other bits and pieces, and you'll find it there. I will pop a link down below though if you want to go quickly and check that. That's pretty much everything for this week. Obviously look out this month for both of those box sets being unboxed. I'll even try and slip in the Skaven Star Player, which I've been trying to get into being filmed for ages and never really got around to it since Warhammer Fest. He's still in the same bag, so I'll try and get him done too. But if you like what you're seeing, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit the subscribe button. Do go check out my playlist where there's more stuff. And I'll see you next week for the unboxing of the Naggaroth Nightmares. Have a good week.